Right, how to iron a made-to-measure shirt with French cuffs for cufflinks. Now, before I start, I need to say that that is straight out of the washing machine. People say that your shirts are not wrinkled enough to give an effective demonstration. Now, the reason for this is because we take them out of the washing machine after the spin cycle and put them straight onto a wooden hanger. That's where the shirt does the majority of its drying. And a lot of the creases will hang out at this stage. So instead of criticizing, saying my shirts aren't wrinkled enough, maybe ask the question, how do you get your shirts not to be wrinkled enough when you start to iron? There's a tip for you. As I say, wooden hanger, that's the secret. So step 1, remove the collar stays if you have them. Step 2, give it a good spritz all over with plain water. Distilled water, ideally I use filtered water because I'm in a soft water area. Now the collar. I'm going to start with the collar, the back facing up. Get the steam going. Outside point into the middle, outside point into the middle. Flip it over and do the same thing on the other side. Outside point into the middle and again. Now, the yoke, the shoulders of the shirt, using the point of the ironing board, we're going to do one, then the other. Steam, middle of the shoulders out to the edge, flip it around, and the same on the other side. Now, when I've seen people doing ironing videos, everybody has a different technique, a different sequence to iron the different parts of the shirt. I'm going to say something controversial. I don't think there's a right or a wrong. I think it's whatever suits you and your technique and your shirts and your ironing the best. The cuff. Just going to do one side of the cuff, the outside. So the exposed side of the cuff, and the same on the other side. Outside to the middle and outside to the middle. There we go. Now, the sleeves. Have your open cuff facing upwards and lay that on the board. Then find the armpit seam, the bit where 3 seams meet, and flatten the sleeve with your fingertips. That gets any initial creases out. Steam from the armpit up to the shoulder and then down the sleeve. Flip the sleeve over. If it needs it, iron the other side. I'm going to give that a quick blast on the other side, armpit up to the shoulder and down the sleeve. Opposite side, open cuff facing upwards, find the armpit seam and flatten it out. This bit of flattening the sleeve with your fingers is critical because if you iron creases into the garment, they then become very difficult to get out afterwards. So, from the shoulder down to the cuff, and again flip it over, and if needed, iron the other side. From the armpit up to the shoulder and down to the cuff. Now, the front of the shirt, just the 3 big panels that are left. I'm going to start with the button rail first. Hook that over the pointed end of the ironing board. Again, flatten it out. Lots of steam. Start from the seam at the side of the shirt, up to the armpit, up to the shoulder, out to the buttons, and then in between each of the buttons on the way down. Go to the back. I usually do the back panel in 2, sometimes 3 sections, depending on the size of the shirt. If your shirt has darts in the back, don't worry, just iron straight over them and iron them flat. The darts aren't in every shirt, but they are in a lot of made-to-measure, tailor-made shirts, because it gives them a more tailored, fitted appearance. But ultimately, it depends on your shape as the person who's wearing them. And finally, the left side of the front of the shirt. Again, flatten it out with your fingers. Start with the seam at the side, up to the armpit, up to the shoulder, out to the button rail, and down. Tremendous. Then, your wooden coat hanger again. Now, if you want to at this stage, you can fold the collar down and fasten the collar at the front, and that helps preserve your collar shape. The secret at this stage is to let the shirt air before you put it back in the wardrobe. Letting it air allows any residual steam and moisture to evaporate, so you're not trapping it into the fibres when it's in the wardrobe, creating a musty smell. So it'll be nice and fresh the next time you wear it. So that's my grandmother's ironing technique that she showed me 40 years ago. Yes, I know some people don't like the crease in the sleeve. I do have a sleeve board that I use sometimes, just depends on the shirt. But what do you think? Is that the way you iron? Is there a better way? Is there a faster way? Is there a more efficient way? We're all here to learn. Please share your tips and tricks, and maybe I'll try them in my next video. Till then, take care. I'll see you very soon.